All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Let's continue with our bear. Now, we're just gonna round this, not round it, but just shape this a little bit in here. Now what happens is on this bear is we have a center point underneath the nose that comes down and goes this way on the bear, okay? It like a little loop, and then it comes down this way and goes this way on the bear. Sorry, that's a little hard to see, but when I cut it, you'll see. Now, we're going to cut down the middle of this part, and then we're going to cut over like this, and over like this, and then we're going to come from the bottom, and we're going to remove that wood right there. See what I'm doing? See that? And then I'm going to run up toward the nose, and I'm just going to barely remove that wood in there. Where it's sort of and then we're going to kind of just cut that like this and come like this, okay? All right, where it sort of his bottom lip down here, in other words. And then we kind of just okay. See that? All right. And we're just going to kind of straighten this out right here. And I'm going to kind of cut out on that nose just a little bit. I'm going to shape it just a little bit. Kind of round it is what I'm doing. There it is. Okay, and I'm going to bring back this even a little bit more where the eyes are going to be in there. And let's just sort of shape this up in here. Just like that, see? There we go. All right, now let's go back to our body now. I'm not going to put him in a coat. I'm going to put him in overalls. I'm just going to kind of, these are straight. I want to shape them just a little bit. Trying to get these saw marks off here as much as possible. All right. Now, what we want to do, we'll shape those feet. We want to get up underneath here and just remove a little bit of wood up underneath here so we can get up, make the nose, make the face stand out a little bit. Okay. All right. Now, I want to first of all cut a crouch line right there, and on each side I want to bring some of that wood out of there, okay? and then cut my 2 little crouch lines right there. Okay? All right. I'll just clean that up a little bit in there. Okay, like that. Now, with a, I'm gonna just remove a little bit of this in here. There's some stuff in there I just need to clean up. That's what I'm doing. It's hard for you to see. Now, on the overalls, we come here and we come out from the arm straight like this and come down here like that. Okay? And we want to cut that from the inside. We come and we cut down just like that, and we come from the inside of the arm here, not the outside but the inside of the arm, and we cut it and we remove that wood right there. Oh, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Okay. Now we also carry that overall all the way across here into here. And we cut the arm here and back into the arm like this, in other words, where the arm is separated from the overall right in here. Okay? Just like that. I'm going to go ahead and put the elbow lines in here. I'm just going to. All right. Now, on the other side, we're going to do the same thing. But let's go ahead and cut a little bit of this in here. Move a little bit of this in here. Cut that down like that. And we're just going to come out from right here. And the hand is going to be covering most of let's see. The hand is going to be covering most of this stuff in here, in other words. This area in here. The hand's going to be covering that. So you're not really going to see it all that much. Okay? Okay. At which case, I'll cut that right there. And I'll come from the inside and cut that right there. You're not going to be able to see that all that good. But it just gives a general idea. Otherwise, the hand itself is going to, an arm is going to be covering that area over there. So you won't really see it. So you don't have to cut that. Okay? All right. I'm making a little room for the elbow, the stick to fit right in there. Okay. Now, we're going to cut up just a little bit. I'm just going to shape this arm a little bit in here. And what we do is we go over the shoulder like this whenever I drill it, so that I get the hand right as far as. So we're going to go ahead and cut our hand right in here. The paw of a bear is pretty big size, so we're going to just do it like that. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this shape in here and cut this in here as a shape. Okay. And before you want to cut your shoulder at all or shape your shoulder, you want to get it right as far as the angle of the stick and the pack. Okay, now we also want to come over this shoulder like this with our coveralls, and then we just want to snip a little bit off the shoulder right here. Although the stick will be hanging over the shoulder in such a way, so all right. Now I'm going to shape that nose just a little bit more. Now what I need to do is to get my I need to get my gouge. Now my gouge is for the ears. Okay. And this is my large gouge, but really it's not that large of a gouge. I mean, this is my larger gouge. And I'm going to hold my hand behind there, and I'm going to just gouge out a little bit in there so that those ears look like they're inset, okay? But be careful because it is. See, I hold my hand behind there and take that gouge and just run it in there, just like holding that behind there. And then you take your knife and you cut the excess out of there. Okay? And there's your ears. Okay. Now, let's get this straight in here. And your eyes are going to be just like this. I'm just going to, like this. Just draw them like that. Okay, see it? And then I'm going to take my knife. I'm just going to come around it. And then I'm going to take the bottom and I'm going to just clean that out right in there. See what? I take my knife, let me try to get as close as I can. I take my knife and I just go around it and down, and I take the bottom, and this should just pop out just right like that to make where my eyes are going to be. Sometimes you have to take your knife and do it again to pop the eyes out. There you go. Okay. And the eyes will fit in there like this. See? Okay. Now, I want to come from underneath the head and just sort of make a V in there. That's going to be the V neck of the overalls, and I'm going to cut down on both sides, and then I'm going to come in with a knife on the tip of my knife and just remove a little bit to make it look like you just have to kind of dig it out. You can do this with a V tool also. Give it some shape. But there you go. Okay. Now the bear, he's pretty fat, so now you want to just kind of, let's go ahead and make our lines for our coveralls that fit over our shoes. And we can make it pretty deep. Just like that. Just like that. So if we see here what we're doing, sorry, let me kind of cut into here. Just kind of where the behind goes. I'm gonna make my crouch cut a lot thicker back here. There we go. See how that gives it more of a look. Let's cut this in here. Okay. Now, we've got a lot of this done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole in the hand, and I'm going to get my stick, and these shoes are going to have to come down still even more. I'm sorry, I'm fooling around with all this stuff. Yeah, because there we go. That's looking better now. I'm going to go ahead and drill a hole for the stick, and I'll go ahead and get the packet, the sack, the knapsack, and we'll come back. See how is she looking? Looking good, huh?